Hey everyone, this is Eric at Galloway Precision. We're going to do an install on a Delatorre Trigger. It'll come to you bagged with a post-travel limit screw in the bottom and a pre-travel screw in the top. They're 440 thread, use a .050 Allen. You'll see there's a 2mm knurled pin that comes pre-installed. You just slide the trigger bar down the side there and you'll seat the knurled pin. This one's already got it in there. Same process. Your factory pin has a like a swedged head on it here, and you just knock it out. It comes apart. It's basically like a big rivet. So it's not really usable. Field strip it. And what you'll end up with is this part. We weren't going to be doing anything with the upper. So you can use an armorer's block, but in here in a little bit when you go to reassemble this one, it's nice to have something a little bit bigger, or a padded vise. If you have one of those, works too, but it's hard to beat a roll of masking tape when you just need something soft to take something like this apart. It's handy. Alright, so take your 1/16 punch, drive the 4 frame pins out. My punch isn't long enough to get them all the way, so I'm just going to pull it. Alright, there's your frame pins. Now to get it apart, you got to pull the fire control up and the locking block up. Alright. Before we do this, I want to point out too, actually, you'll see it when it goes back together. This is probably the most aggravating part, is getting this lever kind of back in place. Sometimes it sort of acts wonky when you're trying to seat it, but just take your time, you'll get it. It only fits the one way. Alright, keep your thumb on this guy because this is a part that's going to try to get you. Alright, you can take this fire control, you can just sort of roll it and it'll come right off, sit him off to the side. Now look right here on this, and you'll notice how it's already trying to spring apart. Put your thumb over it and pull it apart sort of slow and pull out. You see this guy rolling away? That's your slide lock lever spring. He sits right here in his pocket. Alright. On the other side you have your trigger return spring. It's attached to this roll pin built into the locking block, and it goes back here to the arm. You can just sort of pop it up, give your finger over it so it doesn't get flying. Set him off to the side. This pin, it's called the trigger pin. This is the same pin that's used on this side. It comes out to the left. Alright, it's captured. It can't go all the way through, so you can beat it. It will not come out. Alright. Same deal with the factory trigger. Give it a couple hits. The rivet end of it will break. This is it's knurled. It's our trigger. This one I know actually is missing this screw. I'll go ahead and put this screw back in this guy. When you're doing this, the final setup on your own, make sure you have blue Loctite on this screw and the post-travel screw. You will need it. These screws come pre-installed, but they are not Loctited. Okay. Once you get this far, you're going to take the trigger bar. This hook goes towards the top of the trigger. Set this guy in here. Well, okay. Get this started. There we go. Alright. Take your big punch. Seated. Slide this back into your locking block. Take your pin. Push it. These pins are about 090, 091. Hook this guy onto this end. Like that. And then take the other end and just lever him right on over. Okay, that's it. That's all you gotta do on this guy. The next trick is take the slide lock lever spring, install him. This is the tab that actually holds it up, so just put that on your pin, roll the whole whole assembly up till it kind of gets good, and then you push down, it'll seat. Alright, we're going to take a padded vise or your trusty roll of duct tape or masking tape, go ahead and slide everything together. Now you've got to slide this pocket for your bar, right? This lever needs to sit right here on the top, and there is a big hole that helps guide this guy into place. Slide everything down, keep pushing until it seats. Alright. Right. Install is done as far as that goes. The last thing you'll need to do is adjust the trigger to your particular gun. So this one is just, you know, wherever it's at. You'll adjust this screw out until you get no break, back it up 1/4 of a rev, and that'll allow it to break correctly. To control your reset, you're going to turn this screw out, cycling slide, pull the trigger, release the trigger forward, and this screw will be turned out till you no longer get the reset, okay? And then you're going to back it out 1/4 of a turn, and that will tune the trigger directly to your gun's tolerances. Alright? If you have any questions or need any help with install, you can feel free to email me, eric@gallowayprecision.com. This will work in any of the models. We've got about 12 of these here in house, and it works in all of them. The Gen 2s, the Tauros, the regulars, the compacts, the competitions. They're all the same. The cosmetic differences is the big difference, and the guide rod. They all have their own guide rod for whatever reason. Taurus decided to do that. But we got you covered on guide rods if you need those too. As always, be safe, be accurate, and God bless.